You was never home, you was always gone. Out with your girl, drinking Hennessy. Now you all alone, could've been with me. You hit me out when you see me on the big screen. Now they see a nigga getting bitches. All these broke whole life fix me. I'm in love with the paper, you can't intervene. You'll never understand what you did to me. Now you're my enemy, enemy, enemy. Now you're my enemy, 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 enemy. Always been my enemy, 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 enemy. Always been my enemy, 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 enemy.
Welcome to season 2 of ThrashTalk. We got the homie Jive in here for the first interview for episode 1.
Pleasure to be here.
We got a lot of questions, man. We go back pretty far, man.
Yeah, we do.
I got a lot of good questions for the podcast.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I want to just start off. Let's start off by talking about like your upbringing and like what made you want to like start doing music.
Yeah, it goes way back, low key, man. Even thinking about how far back that is like a stretch, but like I want to say about fourth to fifth grade, I wrote my first poem. Everybody was rocking with it, so I kind of like
Rocking with the poem.
Yeah, they was rocking with the poem, and then I started doing like poetry slams, and like I would win some of them, lose some of them, but like I just thought it was sweet with the wordplay. So then I started rapping, and before I even started like rapping on beats, it was like I went to where did I go? I went to a charter school in North Dayton, and like the classes, it was like classes. The whole class would go to a different teacher for the subject. So we go to the whole class would go to like math. Go to a different teacher for math and a different teacher for English or some shit.
Right, yeah.
And then like the different classes, we would like write shit, like diss tracks and shit, like to each other, like just on some funny shit. And then we would send them across like to the other class, dissing everybody in the class. Like,
Yeah, just the other class. I don't know.
and we started doing that, and then I started. I got my first mic because my brother, he used to play rock band, and it came with a mic. So then I was just okay, maybe I could use this to actually try to record something.
You have like a USB or something? Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was via USB. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It would plug right into the system. You could plug it into a computer, and then I looked it up how to get it set up and stuff.
Right.
Got it set up. Was using Windows Movie Maker originally, kind of like right at the speaker, like rapping.
Oh shit! Are you,
So
are
you
you
would-
talking about that or the sound program that was on the Windows?
It wasn't
You know what
even
I'm
the
talking
sound program. It was like the movie maker.
Oh, it was actually the
you could
movie maker?
record your mic.
Oh, okay.
So then I would be like right at the speaker. The speaker be playing out loud, and then I'd be rapping to it like that.
with like
That's
the
how-
beat playing and the speaker. Okay.
So it wasn't like the actual beat.
Right.
And then once I got into FL Studio, that's when I got into the actual beats.
Hell yeah.
It was poetry. Started with poetry.
So then, what was the first song you like released online?
Like streaming platforms or like YouTube?
Nah, like anything. Like the first song that you threw up online.
The first song was a remix to that Play a Circle song.
The Duffel Bag Boy.
Duffel Bag Boy, yeah. It was a parody. It was called Chubby Fat Boy.
What the fuck?
It's the first one.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, it was the first one. It's gone now, obviously.
Right.
But it was not a banger. It was not a hit.
Oh shit. Let's go over some of the names that you've had like for yourself before like Jive. Let's go through the Rolodex of names that you had before you still settled with Jive, and why did you settle with Jive?
When I was doing poetry, obviously I just had my name, DeAndre Dudson. It wasn't anything special. But when I started rapping, I first started off with Drillionaire. That was like my first.
What was it? Drillionaire?
Drillionaire, because at the time I was a heavy Chameleonaire fan. Like I thought Chameleonaire was like one of the sweetest niggas out.
Chameleonaire.
And I was like, I want to be Drillionaire, man. Like, I want to be Drillionaire. And then I became Gunna Kid.
Yeah, that's around the
after
time I
that,
met you.
and then that's when I met you.
Yeah.
That was a while ago, man.
Yeah, that was like high school.
Gunna Kid was like
definitely high school.
Gunna Kid is when I thought I was finding my sound as a rapper. Like I was like, okay, maybe I'm just doing that spits bars, and I'm just like I can wow people with the bars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you were like lyrical as shit.
Yeah,
like,
I listen to a lot of Kendrick
now, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I could definitely hear that influence on like your early shit.
And then actually that was before Kendrick. Once I started listening to Kendrick, somebody urged me to change my name. It was my homie JP, his brother JC. Mm-hmm. He was like, "Yo, you should change your name from Gunna Kid to da 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 da. Me and JP not homies anymore, but
I didn't know that.
But
Yeah.
at the time, his brother, his name was JC, and he was like, "Yo, you gotta change your name because Gunna Kid, you ain't about the gunplay, da da da. It's kind of misleading. You should change your name." And then I was like, "All right, what do you suggest?" Because I've been thinking the same thing, kind of. He was like, "Change your name to Kid Jive with 3 eyes," and I was like, "With 3 eyes?" And he was like, "Yeah, because Kendrick's got the high power shit, the high power 3 eyes, da 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 da. It's kind of like sweet." I was like, "Dude, I kind of like that," and I changed it to Kid Jive. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, he was trying to give it to JP. But I was like, no, let me have that name. I want it. And then I ended up with the name Kid Jive. And that's how that came about.
Damn.
And then later on, I'm trying to explain to people, like, hey man, look me up, Kid Jive with 3 eyes. How many eyes, bro? That's difficult. It got really difficult.
Yeah, people used to be on that shit.
So then I changed it to Jive. Instead of 3 eyes, it's just an X.
Yeah.
And my logo has the 3 dots above it, and that represents struggle, sacrifice, and success. That's what my 3 dots represent.
Facts.
Because, like, if you want to be successful, you gotta go through struggle and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sacrifice something, you gotta struggle a little bit, and you get there. But that's where the names come from. That's how I became who I am today.
Shit, that's what's up. Yeah, yeah, I bet a lot of people didn't really know, like, the origin of, like, how that shit came about.
It kind of, like, just evolved into something.
So talk about your first mixtape, the Dark Side mixtape, not the EP, but like the mixtape.
Oh, the mixtape, man.
Yeah.
It's funny because like the mixtape didn't do no numbers online, but everybody
that shit was fire,
heard it because I printed out CDs of this mixtape. I gave it to everybody, and that's when I started experimenting with auto-tune for the first time. So I started singing a little bit more, getting in tune with my feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that people do now. Like, you know, I really got into my feelings in the song Space Jam.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah, like dig deeper into my mind. That was actually the first song I recorded smoking weed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's around the time I first started smoking, and I wrote Space Jam. And like that's my favorite song on the tape. But the Dark Side, even today, man, people would say that's my hardest shit for real.
Yeah, a lot of people feel that way.
People would really argue and say, man, nah, man, Dark Side, the mixtape, that's your best shit.
I know. I be talking to Dylan about that. He still says that.
Even Dylan says that shit. He said, man, you need to go back to the Dark Side. I'm like, that's hard. I don't like.
We used to be putting auto-tune on shit, and we were like, bro, we got to figure out the Dark Side secret.
The Dark Side secret. A lot of YouTube tutorials, bro.
Auto-tune was on point.
A lot of YouTube tutorials to get where I am. And also just meeting other artists and them coming through, be like, yeah, I work with FL Studio, and then
they show you
they teach me little shit,
and,
and then I kind of add that to my sauce. You feel me?
Hell yeah, that's for sure. Talk about the Monster song and video real quick.
Oh, let's talk about the Monster song. Okay, so at the time where I wrote the Monster song, me and my old videographer, we were going through it, and he was like, we kind of like took a break from working with each other.
Yeah.
And then I really wanted to go back and working like we used to. So I hit him up and was like, yo, man, I really want you to shoot this video. Like, this could be the next song. And, like, the song is, like, completely 360 of what I actually am. Like, the song is talking about murdering people, catching bodies, having shooters for you. I mean, I got shooters.
That was like your first, like, I feel like that's the song that got you known in the city, though. Like,
it sounded real good. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was the first song where it was like, yo, I think this is the sound I want to go with.
Yeah.
And Eric came through to shoot the video, and I hadn't seen him for a while. But then I wanted Turtle to shoot it and him to direct it.
I was there.
So I told him about that. He came through. Turtle was kind of doing his own thing. Because, you know, as a videographer, they're going to do the angles they want. All they need is the direction of the story. You feel me? All you need is the direction. Yeah. So he wasn't really listening to what Eric's angle ideas was, because it's like
you paid him for the video.
You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like Eric was getting upset and he like bounced out real quick. Like, I don't know what that was about. But he bounced.
That was really weird.
And then we went and shot it with just Turtle at this abandoned place. I don't even remember where we shot it. Can't even remember.
Somewhere, I think it was somewhere downtown or something.
Somewhere, but we went down there and we shot it. It was dope. It came out real nice, and then that's when people really started to notice me a little bit. I feel like.
Hell yeah. That was like the first song that kind of got you like looked at by
a little
people.
And
with the video too.
Facts. And the video was cleaner than the videos I was putting out at the time.
Hell yeah, he had that quality. That's when he was like going around and just working with everybody that summer.
Facts.
But talk about your first the first real song that I think blew you up was "Gotta Get High."
Oh yeah, facts.
So let's talk about that real quick.
Oh,
how did that come about? And like, when you were making that song, did you kind of know that was gonna be the one, or did
I
you not
did
know?
not know that was gonna be the one. So at the time I made "Gotta Get High," it was around the time where the app Musically was popping. I did this. I did the hook. I freestyled this hook, and I showed a couple people, and they were like, "I'm fucking with it. I am fucking with that. It sounds dope." So then I was like, "All right," and I wrote the first verse, but I wrote it real quick, and I wrote it, and I didn't have a second verse yet. I did a Musically, like little video to it. To like a section of it that was real catchy, and I put it on Facebook, and I put $30 in promotion or something like that, and then all of a sudden it started blowing up, like it just getting hella reactions. I hadn't even finished the song yet, and people were begging me for the song. So I was like, I had my brother come over. My brother was chilling in the studio, and he was like, "No, DeAndre, you have to drop this right now. Like, you need to finish this right now and drop it right now, and do not wait." And I was like, "All right." So then I freestyled the whole second verse. Literally in 2 takes. I threw some ad-libs on it, and then I released it right then. And then I put the link in the comments, and then it just the song started going up. Yeah. It hit like, I think the first day it was at 14K or something like that. Or no, not 14. The first day was at like 10K, and then like the rest of the week it was like 30, 40, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit blew up.
And then I started putting more money behind that Musically ad. Oh, yeah. And it went up to like 2,000 reactions.
Fuck yeah.
And like stupid shares. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I did the video, but the video came too late. I feel like if I would have did the video a little earlier, it might have got more views. But it is what it is. You gotta live and you learn. So Gotta Get High did put me on in the city for sure.
Yeah, that was the first song that I remember when you would perform that shit. Like, that's like, it got like that reaction every time from the crowd. Like, the crowd always came around when that shit came on.
It's just a bop, and like
that was low-key,
at the time
a cheat code. Anytime you did that shit, like you knew the crowd was gonna come up.
Facts. And that was around the time where I started getting to a lot of Post Malone. Okay. So I had that like post sound kind of to it, like.
And so that was what? That was the Dark Side EP time, right?
Yeah, that was Dark Side EP time.
That was what other songs were on that? There was like Bonnie and Clyde and like.
I had Bonnie and Clyde. I had this song called Drive.
Yeah, Drive.
Where I was rapping like about missing the old days at One Night Jacks, where we used to perform every weekend. I had Backpack. Yeah. Where I was talking about real life struggles. I had a lot of songs on there that were dope. But yeah, the Dark Side was pretty dope. I think everyone should tune into the Dark Side. Yeah,
you just released that on the streaming platforms, right?
I did. It's on streaming platforms right now. So
yeah, y'all can go listen to that. That's how many years old? 3 years old?
That's
2
like,
years old?
Yeah, it's a couple years old. Yeah. I don't even know. I'd be too high to think about it.
I feel that. So then after the Dark Side EP, you did the Trip, right? That was after Dark Side?
Yeah, I did the Trip. It was a real short EP, and that's
your first Jive project, right?
Yeah, that's the first Jive project, and that's when I got to link up with King Lo and Mark Battles for those features.
Yeah.
And I got
Sorry and
Sorry and Money Calling.
Yeah.
That helped me out. I think that really made I think the Trip is when people they heard about me, but then I think they started taking me more serious when I made the Trip.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, that's like your first like real release for real.
That was like my first real release, and then I did the It's Not That Deep, and that felt more like an album to me. But when I do an album, man, I want everybody to be tuned in. Right. Then I'm gonna do my debut album, and then I'm gonna get them real hip, you know.
So you're just doing EPs for right now?
Yeah, just EPs. I'm gonna focus on singles for real. I got a lot of joint tapes I want to work on with people. And get some shit, get some collabs going, cause you know I love collabs. I love just rapping with other people on beats, and you know helping people find their sound, or you know just helping people in general, showing them marketing tips and shit like that. But yeah, it's not that deep. I think that it felt more like an album to me because of all of the work that I put into it. The features I got were nice. You know everything was pretty cool about that, and it was like I wanted people to look at it and be like, yo, there's a lot of imperfections on the cover art. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, it's not that deep. I spelled a lot as one word, but it's two words. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then on one side, I had the sad and happy on the side, but one side it was raining and I was sad, but I wasn't wearing a coat. And then on the sunny side with the beach, I was wearing a coat. Like, shit like that. Like, I wanted to show, like, it's really not that deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived a pretty normal life. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really, like, struggle in the streets like that. I had a normal life, but I still got shit on my mind, shit that I'm going through.
Yeah, we all do.
You know what I'm saying? It's just me. It's not as deep as everybody else's.
So that's the
premise of the tape. It's like, hey, I'm a regular nigga. A lot of people, they'll come up to me and be like, you don't really have a street background. You know what I'm saying? And like they don't really tune in because they think like, oh, he ain't really living that life. What is he rapping about? It's like, I'm just rapping about me. You feel me? I got kids. You know, the struggle of having kids, but, you know, you love them at the same time.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? Like...
Yeah, I mean, we ain't got to be in the streets to struggle.
Yeah, you gotta be in the streets to struggle.
Everybody struggles.
So that's what the tape's really about.
Hell yeah. So, just talk about Only Noise for a little bit and what y'all plan to do with that and, like, how that started.
Only Noise, we started, like, literally a year ago. And for real, it's growing pretty fast. Like... We got the whole squad, like everybody on the Only Noise squad and the people that Only Noise like associate with, all make bangers. It's like Only Noise seek out and find the sweetest motherfuckers. So, you feel me? Like we find all the dope ass artists, and we try to give everybody a platform.
Hell yeah!
Like that's what Only Noise is, like a platform for everybody.
Right. Yeah, because a lot of people don't understand what it really is. Is it a rap group? Is it?
Yeah. So it's like Only
Noise.
We're not even like we're not just shows. Like we throw dope shows. We get a lot of people there, but we got the YouTube. So he's like, hey, come get a video. My Only Noise, jump on the YouTube. That way, my audience, because I have an audience on that I'm building on Only Noise. Loud Water has an image he's building on Only Noise. Dean KO has an image. Justina, you feel me? All these artists, like all their audiences are going to one page,
right?
And they tuning in to everything. You feel me? So that's what we're trying to build. It's kind of like how Lyrical Lemonade does. He shoots videos for everybody, but everybody's
he does
audience.
The podcast and the blog.
Yeah, so we're trying to do that on a smaller scale and build it big. You feel me?
So yeah, so that's kind of what you're modeling after this Lyrical Lemonade, or
not really modeling after Lyrical Lemonade because we want to be able to provide more. Like for instance, we give insight all the time. There's like we do the track reviews on Tuesdays. So
yeah, talk about that real quick.
Every Tuesday at 6:00 we do a track review on the Only Noise Facebook page, and also the Only Noise YouTube page at the same time is live. People submit their music, we give them insight, but we don't just say, hey, your music is trash. We let you know, hey, this is what you can do. You know,
constructive criticism.
Yeah, we can tell them what to do, but not even what to do. It's kind of like, hey, I mix and master. I can tell you specifically, hey man, raise the gain up on that compressor, or when you at the mic, turn the input down. I could tell listening to your song. I can give you straight input right there to tell you how to fix whatever is wrong with the song, if there is something wrong with the song. But we get a lot of people who submit great music, and then we link up with them.
Yeah,
you feel
it's
me?
a good networking tool.
We got people from all over the world that tune in, not even in the country. You feel me? They be out in a different country tuning into our track reviews, sending in music. We link up with them, and we trying to get a tour going on. Only Noise is trying to, because we've been networking through different cities that we travel to. We've been to Atlanta. We've been to St. Louis. We're going to St. Louis again. We're about to go to Miami. You feel me? We're doing all this stuff, and we got different plugs everywhere to where we can set up a little tour for people to start traveling around the world, the country, and doing shows.
And like
we're just trying to provide the platform for people to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That you're trying to help out other people instead of just like keeping it all to yourself.
It's Only Noise. You know what I'm saying? It's like I know this is like it's a lot of rappers I know, like when they get popping, it's like cool you mentioned the city, but what do you do for the city? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not a lot.
Not a lot, and it's like we're trying to be the ones that put on and do at the same time.
Yeah, for sure. So talk about people paying for shows and like, and you getting paid to put on shows. I guess is another.
Personally,
just money as far as shows go.
Personally, it's very tricky, but I feel like some people you can pay for shows, like you can pay them for shows, and some people it's like you can give them tickets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
give
feel
tickets
like
to sell in opposed to buying an actual slot.
Yeah, I feel like there's certain artists, like me personally, like I've gotten told by like a bunch of people is like, hey, like why did you pay to get on that show? Like you shouldn't have to pay to get on the show. It's not even a clout thing. It's just like he's like, yo, look at your worth, look what you've made, look at what you do for yourself, and think, why are you paying to jump on this show? You know what I'm saying? Like literally sit there and question me. I'm like, I mean, I want to be able to perform in front of a bunch of people. Like who doesn't want to do that? And they're like, you know, they're like, no, man, like you've done enough to where you should be able to jump on that show and bring people. You bring people all the time.
Right.
Like I ain't gonna say who told me this, but he said, don't pay for no more shows. Like
I don't know. That's a weird territory to get in because
you feel me? He's
it's
like,
all political and shit. Like you
so
gotta.
then I tried it,
Yeah.
and then I get to jump on shows without having to. Like you know what I'm saying? But I also bring that promoter a lot more money. Like you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then like you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, hey, I'm about to perform for. Fucking the baby. You know, I'm just throwing shit out there, but but who want to come out? People already want to see the baby.
Right.
Now it's Jive. They wasn't
exactly.
going to see the baby. They would see the baby, but they wasn't going to. But now it's like, oh, it's Jive and the baby. Why wouldn't I want to go? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they tune in. Everybody's buying tickets. Everybody's hitting me up, sending the ticket link. Da, da, da.
That's definitely and promoters need to realize that big artists in cities bring out just as much as the artists.
You just do your research. You know what I'm saying? For promoters that don't know who, like, Only Noise is, they can look into what we can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And then we can negotiate. You feel me? I don't know, whatever. But I feel like as an artist, man, if you got if a show is $700 to open up, why not take that $700 and put it into promotion?
Right. Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you getting on that show is probably not going to change your career as much as $700.
It's good. It's good to throw on your you know
resume.
Your resume as an artist. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if you really think about it, you can do a lot more with $700 or $1,000.
A lot more.
Or however $300, however much you gotta pay to jump on a show. You can put that into your shit and like
for sure.
Probably get popping off. Well, I know with $1,000 you can do a lot with $1,000 in promotion.
For real.
For real. Most people don't even want to spend $30-$40 on they self.
I mean, they don't.
Now imagine what you could do with $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit would be crazy.
You could get you a video and then
a lot of motherfuckers.
You know what I mean?
A lot of motherfuckers in the city, bro. They be popping just off of talent, and like imagine what they could do with money.
I mean, that's true.
That's
just. I met a lot of the. I mean, that's why a lot of the artists, the bigger artists, got sponsors.
I'm not saying don't pay for shows.
You know,
if you think that show.
If
that's your tactic.
Your one, if you can get in with the promoter, or you know the promoter, or you're trying to get in with a promoter, then throw them some bread and get on the show, and then get cool with the promoter, so maybe you don't have to do it next time.
And I've noticed when you open up for these artists don't even watch you perform. They're not even there.
Fuck no, they ain't even in the building.
They're not even there
when you're going on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you get there and you're performing for these famous artists, and you're thinking like the baby might walk in and be like, this nigga dope.
When the baby came to Dayton, he came in, did his set for like a half hour and left. Left. He didn't. He
not even a meet and greet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and most artists are like that too. You know what I mean?
Ain't no shade towards him.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? No
I wouldn't do that shit if I was his popularity. And you know what I mean? You're going through Dayton, Ohio.
But like, people find you from those shows. Like even when I did the show with Chris Calico with the homies.
Yeah.
That's his high beats. All the homies.
That was a good show.
Yeah. I did that show, and then people were commenting on YouTube like, you did this song last night. It was dope.
Oh, that's what's up. So I mean, you definitely will get some people, like some different fans out of that.
It's good.
It's not like nothing will come out of it, but nothing on the industry level will probably come out of it.
Yeah.
You'll definitely get a few more fans.
Yeah, you'll get fans, and like maybe people like I want to see him again later. But at the same time, it's like it just depends. Like it depends on
what your goals are,
what the advantage is of doing the show,
and
versus spending the money. Where you can spend them. If you know you can get more out spending money somewhere else, then you might as well.
Yeah, because you get video, put that.
That's a video there.
That's a whole video and budget for the video. You know what I mean? So you could definitely do some better, but if you have the money to spend and you want to,
facts, yeah.
It's definitely. I mean, like I said, get in with the promoters. Throw the promoters some bread and then get a good, rapport with him, and then maybe he'll throw you a deal or he'll just throw you on the next show.
Facts, yeah.
You never know. But so yeah, that's pretty much about like what I had about money. What about getting paid for shows? Like
getting paid for shows. I feel like an artist should not get paid for shows unless you're able to throw your own show and like make your own bread.
I mean, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like artists in this, like, if you're an artist in the city and you're just like, you're performing at the bars and shit. Yeah. Like, I feel like, yeah, you bring people out, but should you get paid for it? I don't know unless you're throwing.
Unless you're actually the one throwing the show, and unless I have an agreement with you, like I'm gonna
or
give
an agreement
X
like,
amount of dollars.
But like if you throw in a big festival or something, you're artist. You know what I'm saying? But if it's like a bar scene,
local show, nah.
I feel like what I'm saying. I don't get paid all the time unless I'm throwing the show. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like,
it
depends.
Like, and I feel like I'm not gonna charge somebody else that's promoting the show
unless I know I'm gonna bring out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, let's say if I say, hey, yo, Jive, I want you to perform here at Therapy this night. Mm-hmm. Can I get you on? I say $50 because your tickets are 10. I could bring way more than 5 people to your show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, it's like it's an investment, but it's gonna pay.
It's definitely a good investment though.
Yeah.
Because I mean, $50 compared to what you're gonna make at the doors. You can.
I throw shows. I know how much motherfuckers make at the door.
You can. Yeah, you definitely can spare that $50.
Yeah, like that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely like. There's a few artists like that. I feel like should always get paid. I feel like people like C Money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yellow Pain. No matter what, they've gotten to a stature where it's like.
And they don't oversaturate the market. You can't just go and just randomly see them on like on a showcase night. Like,
you feel me? Like unless it's a big night, depends on the night. Like,
unless it's their show, you know what I mean?
Show, yeah,
So yeah, like C Money and Yellow Pain, like they make themselves not available on purpose, I think. And they don't do these shows. Like,
my tactic has been a little bit different. I'm like everywhere. It's like people see me everywhere all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like that's like the key to staying in everybody's faces. You know what I'm saying? I'm at every show. I'm at every open mic, whatever. Like.
Yeah, and people can come talk to you, and you do make yourself available.
And cameos and hella music videos, all kinds of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, there's 2 ways to do it. Some people make themselves unavailable to everybody, and some people make themselves super available to everybody.
Facts.
And I can't say which way is better because it both works, and you can get paid off.
It depends on how you do both, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like them, they do big shows, and they don't. I've never seen them do like a.
They do numbers on their songs, videos. It's like. Those people deserve.
And they got a price, if you want to.
Because if you book C Money, he's gonna bring people out. If you book Yellow Pain, he's definitely gonna bring people out. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like,
and you'll definitely have a good money night. So
if you book
that's
only,
the least you can do.
If you book only Noise, start Thrasher. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pretty much anybody who fuck with only Noise, we bring people every time. So I feel like we don't need it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like $50, but.
Yeah.
It's
just the principle, like how serious are you about your show? Are you gonna
is it just gonna be a regular show or is it about to be a dope show? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. Is like,
yeah, if you know you're gonna make that 50 ain't shit for real. If you know you're gonna make that 50 back, then I know I've done that with you before, and just I've done that with a lot of artists too. You give them 50 or give them part of the door if I know they're gonna bring.
Yeah. If you know, it's like, okay, yeah.
It's a give and take. You know what I mean? If you can make me a few extra dollars, and I can.
Features is way different though.
Oh yeah,
features is way different.
You gotta have your price for features.
Like features is all low key a clout thing. Like it literally is. It's a popularity thing. If you get a lot of plays, like it shows a worth. You know what I'm saying? Like Loud Water gets a lot of plays, so people buy features from him.
Yeah.
People buy features off of me. People cop features off Smokey, Zach. You know what I'm saying? We're like actively growing our sound, you know
Facts.
what I'm saying? So that's different. And it's like, it's been so many times where like, you'll write a verse for somebody, and you'll spit a sick ass verse, like a raw ass verse, and then they don't even drop the song.
Right, and that shit just out there.
That shit be pissing me off.
That shit just out there.
Like 10 times.
You feel me?
Like songs that still aren't out today.
You feel me?
And then you got this verse that's just sitting around.
You got this verse sitting there like, should I use this on a different song?
I know, you want to, but then you're like, damn, like what if dude?
What if they end up using it?
Yeah, what if you end up using it? What if they paid you for it? And it's like, damn. Like,
like
kind of
not people. If you pay me for a
shit.
verse, I'm gonna bug you to drop it. If you ain't drop, I'm like, nah, dude, you spent money on it.
World's
Come on,
a
man,
waste
I
of
can
time.
get you your money back. Don't wait.
People
too
do
long.
that to you. People do. I mean, I don't know. You probably get more paid features than I do.
Freaking my homie Heartbreak. He paid me for a feature, and then he didn't drop it till recently because I was like, yo man, let me show you how to drop it. Let me help you out.
Oh, he didn't even know how to drop it.
He was like, he wasn't going to. I was like, bro, you paid money. Like
he just wanted to have a song with you.
I guess. I don't know. But I got him to
play his
out.
home. He's like, yeah, listen to this.
That song's doing good online, but
that's what's up though.
Features is different because, especially with Spotify, the way the algorithm works and shit, it's like,
yeah, that's just crazy.
it's worth it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's based off the names and that's associated with the song and shit like that. So yeah, for sure. Definitely. Let's talk about what's been going on with you and AJ.
AJ, yeah.
All right. So,
How did all this shit start?
AJ, I mean, to be short, because it's a long story, him and somebody else are running an anonymous page.
Yeah.
And they said some sly shit about the people that I had in the Only Noise Cypher. And they were all white people. Like he said something about these white rappers and dating, like the day after I dropped the cypher. We didn't accuse the page talking about the cypher at first. We kind of like said, you know, put some names on it. Who you talking about?
Right.
And then my homie Loudwater, he like comments on there, and then we got word that the person running the page was AJ.
So did y'all know that he really was the one running the page?
Yes, he is.
Damn.
The said person that said, hey, AJ's the one running the page, it was somebody he was rolling with. Like, he was cool with, and then they recently fell out. So then Loudwater calls out AJ, and then, the very second that Loudwater says, I got you, AJ, dude, this nigga AJ's calling Loudwater. Like, trying to, like, it's not me, not me. Like, he didn't even tag AJ. He said, people are sending me screenshots saying you're talking shit about me. Dude, like, the second that post hit, like, he was calling Loudwater, like, instantly. Like, there was no time for nobody to screenshot, send it to you, It was nothing.
It just seemed like a lot of fucking
He was running the
going on,
page.
for real, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was like how fast he reacted to it was like, it was like, wow, that was fast. Like, you're on it right now. Like, you're like
That's
looking at it as the post. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Because that post was booming, bro. There was so many fucking reactions to it as soon as everybody Only Knows jumped on it. And then he dropped the show. He was like, yo, I got this birthday bash or EP release. I don't remember which one it was, but this nigga threw a show at Club Evolution, and he had all these white rappers on there. Mm-hmm. And they were all people we fuck with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I made my slick comment. I'm like, yo, talk shit about white rappers and then book them. And then he commented on there, talking shit, and then he dropped the diss track. And that shit was whack. That shit was trash bag. Oh my God. That shit was terrible. Jesus Christ, that shit was asshole, bro. That shit was garbage, dumpster, Rumpke ready by the curb, nigga. My fucking God. AJ should stop rapping. After that, I was like, I was never really rocking with his music anyway. Even fucking Dean KO came to the studio with a feature from AJ, and we couldn't even mix it. It was so terrible, bro.
Damn.
Literally, bro. Shit was
like
funny as fuck.
Verse
And I said, bro, just tell this nigga you're not putting him on the song, bro. You don't have this nigga ruin your song, bro. Just throw another verse on it or something. Like,
damn.
Like, AJ's trash. But then he dropped that diss track, and like at first it was just a video. It was a picture of me with my afro. I just got it clean cut. It was a clean ass picture, and he used this picture and then put a rap under it, and he said something about me having a shag. I don't know what that's about. Like,
and the shag like a mullet though.
it's like an afro in the back of your head,
yeah.
but the rest of it's like short.
Yeah.
But like I had a literally globe, bro. This nigga like took out the fucking ruler and fucking cut my shit perfect sphere. Like, I don't know what he was talking about, but my barber's own one with the shit. I'm just saying. But he took the picture, put the diss track out, and then everybody's like, man, don't drop a diss track. Or no, everybody's like, drop a diss track, DeAndre. And I'm like, I ain't about to drop no fucking diss track. This shit was whack. It's not even, I can freestyle better than that nigga's neat freestyle. Like, you know what I'm saying? So then, when he dropped it, I shared it, and I let everybody, I wanted people to listen to it. I'm like, bro, listen to this nigga. He's dissing me. What do y'all think? Everybody's like, is this even a diss? Like, people were confused. They was like, it sounds like a song. It doesn't even sound like a diss. So, like, that was like 2 hours had went by since he dropped the diss, and then I was like, Mo Betta got in my inbox and really like, you know, he's an instigator.
Right,
he got under my skin. He was like, man, you gotta drop it, man. AJ winning right now. I said, this nigga's not winning. I shared his shit. I'm the reason he got views. What the fuck? So then the next 2 hours, I literally just freestyled this song, and then I did a whole visual to it, and then dropped it online. It was like, what's up? Like, I didn't even like write the shit damn near. I mean, I was like at the mic kind of like just doing it real quick. Like, I didn't really take too much time on it. Normally, Loudwater knows, but it takes me forever to do a song. But I did this instantly. Like, I was like, all right, I'm on his ass. Let's get it. Like, it's nothing. He didn't want to rap battle me. He didn't want to box me. And I told him I split door with him on both events. I said, I'll even pay you, nigga. I will pay you to do both of these. He said, nah, keep it rap. I said, all right, whatever, bro. And I released a diss track, destroyed him. He's whack. End of that.
And he never came back with another diss track.
No, bro. He dropped 2 diss tracks after that. Nobody knows about
Did he
him.
really? I didn't even know.
You didn't even know.
Nah,
I didn't give him no like. I could have been like, look. Nah, fuck that. And then he said it was whack. The only thing he said that was whack. He said, man, you sang my name. I was like, this nigga. I would beat your ass.
What does that have to do with anything though?
I would beat your ass just like I stated in the song. It's a rap. Like, I don't give a fuck. But that's the AJ shit. Man. That shit was funny, but I'll still beat that nigga ass.
Yeah, man, that shit. I don't know, man. I don't really know a dude like that. I just remember he was always one of those like.
Man, he was cool until you dropped the diss track. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, until you start talking shit about white rappers. It's like, what do you mean, bro? Like, there's a lot of white rappers that's making noise out here. Like,
he got songs with white rappers.
Like,
I don't understand that shit. Like,
shout out to Young E, shout out to LSD. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Loudwater out here doing it. My nigga abouthis. You know what I'm saying? Mantis half white. Yeah, half. Nah.
Yeah, nah, but in like 2020, like rap is pretty much just, you know, all race thing. You know, I don't think it can be just like.
Yeah, man, it's all racist, man. Look at Nav, man, brown boy on the block, man, doing it big.
But he didn't even show his face to begin with, so.
Thanks, he did. And
but like okay, as far as white and black, it's pretty much you can be accepted in it, I guess.
Yeah,
but
you can.
I think hip hop's pretty accepted. I think America's pretty accepted in 2020, to be honest.
Facts. They better be shit.
So I mean, and hip hop's developed so much that I would hope that they're good white rappers. You feel me? Like, it's just been around so long, and like it's always been a thing.
Facts. That is facts.
So you had like a situation with another fucking rapper, right?
Oh yeah, Jasiah.
Yeah. What happened with that? That was like some shit that started off alive or some shit.
Nah, it wasn't supposed to be a thing, bro. Which is the weirdest part. Is because
you like jumped in his live. That's because he put "I hate white people." You know, tying back to the other thing about race. He put "I hate white people," right?
Yeah.
Is that what it was? That was his quote. I hate. He was
on Twitter. He said no. He didn't say "I hate white." He said "fuck white."
Oh, he said "fuck white people." Yeah. Okay.
He said "fuck white."
Same
people.
shit.
You know, he can probably be dealing with whatever, but it's like you being a head ass.
I was like gonna call.
You.
I was like, no, that's extra.
When you're a popping artist and you have a voice, I feel like you gotta watch what you say.
Oh,
unless you truly believe what you're saying.
So you think it was just some shit he was just bored and put up?
I responded to him on Twitter. I was like, what is this about? And he didn't respond. You know, normally I can get in touch with Jasiah, but he didn't respond. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, personally, I ain't gonna support no racist. I ain't saying he a racist. He might just been feeling that in the moment. I ain't saying he racist, but I don't support racism.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm with a white woman. You know what I'm saying? I have mixed kids.
Right.
So I got a majority white friends. So like, I took it to Facebook. I put a screenshot of it and I put it on Facebook. I said, was he hacked? What's going on? Do y'all think I don't think he's racist. Like, he works with white people, don't he? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he works with a lot of white people.
Yeah, Cole Bennett. I mean, shit.
And I posted that, and I was like, "What's going on, y'all? Do y'all have any insight on what's going on? Because this is kind of like a big deal to personally." Right. And then everybody on there was like, "Man, you're clout chasing, da 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 da. Fuck you, Jive." And I was like, "Man, what the." This nigga Mantis.
I know, dude. You're gonna have to cut it.
Keep it. Keep it on there. This nigga Mantis. Keep that in there. Nah, but motherfucking, what was I even fucking saying? God damn it, Mantis.
About people saying you clout chasing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, people always on the post calling me a clout chaser and shit. Like, they was like, "Oh, you da 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 da." And I was like, "Bro, y'all got me all twisted." That's not even what I'm saying. I'm asking y'all, like, what do y'all think about this? Mm-hmm. And then it was like most of the people that was rocking with him were like my homies. Right. And like and I'm thinking like, yo, some of these dudes cut me off or spit on my name, talk shit, want to talk about sliding, you know what I'm saying? Like on some dumb shit because I asked the community. Right. About what Jasiah was saying. I don't care how popping you are. If you want to be like that, I don't support that personally.
Yeah, because I remember when he came.
These the same.
He had that show at Therapy. He brought a bunch of white people with him.
You feel me?
He had a bunch of white people.
And I was fucking with him. Like, I said what up to him and everything. But like, this nigga, like, these are the same people that was saying fuck you, Jive, or the same people I put on shows, done features for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Try my best to put them on locally. Like, I don't put niggas on. I ain't that popping, but I try my best to get everyone to network together. You feel me? And I put people, and I put these niggas in positions, and Jasiah never did anything but visit these niggas maybe. You feel me? Maybe they saw him at a show, but these are the same niggas that's like, "Oh yeah, fuck you, Jive." Like, didn't I just record all your music? Didn't I make it happen for you? I mean, yeah, you can go to somebody's studio, but didn't you come to me first?
Oh yeah, I mean,
didn't I throw you on multiple shows? Didn't I do my best to do what I can for you? Where Jasiah has done nothing for you, no shade at Jasiah, but he hasn't done anything for you, and I tried to do my best. Yeah. And these are the same niggas that spit in my face, so I was like, all right, I got you.
It's not like dude comes to the city and like, you know, shows love.
But I get it, you know, if your homie don't fuck with somebody, I guess that you obligated not to fuck with them.
But how close are they really? You feel me? Like,
you feel me? That's my question. How close are you really?
Burning bridges over
that
you probably don't even know.
Only Noise is building in the city. You gonna burn a bridge with Only Noise for something so stupid? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Like, people are just like, at that point, that's when I call it dick riding. That's when I call it dick riding. You ain't dick riding because you like somebody a lot. It's just like, when it gets to a point like that where it's like, I fed you. Yeah. That nigga never put his hand out, didn't have no bread in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Facts. That's when I call it dick riding. Oh yeah. That's that whole thing. Like, I ain't got no beef with Jasiah. I just didn't fuck with what he said.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty fucking crazy.
And it's crazy because I lost a couple homies to that simple ass post. That shit was crazy. That shit was dumb as fuck. I lost a lot of homies for that.
That's crazy that people actually like not fucking with you because you said something about somebody saying fuck white people.
In fact, that shit was dumb. That shit was dumb. Like, you can't. How do you support that? If Loud Water would have said fuck black people, bro, I can't be on board with that. He would never say that. That's my brother. He would never say that.
No, I know, but that would be.
But
everybody.
If he were to say that, I would not stand behind that. I'd be on his ass. You hear me? Yeah. If my mom were to say fuck white people, I'd be on her ass. It don't matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm on your ass. If I fuck with you and you wouldn't be racist. Period.
Yeah, facts.
So that's why I jumped on Jasiah, because he ain't even want to respond. Like, right. Like, nigga.
He could at least clarify.
You ain't want to respond to me on Twitter, but you can jump in my live when I start telling everybody what's going on, and then you can make a post about me on your Facebook.
Oh, he made a post about
you? Yeah, he said stop being a TMZ ass nigga and worry about your own music. Alright, I got you.
I mean, shit, that's...
No shade, but I mean, that's literally the situation.
That shit crazy. I mean, it tells you how much, you know what I mean, somebody's word can fucking travel and just affect people's lives where they're not even fucking with you,
because my word holds weight. That's why he responded in the first place. Because he knows what I say is going to get seen.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have just not even said anything about the live. Or,
yeah. If it was anybody else, he probably wouldn't have said shit. But it's because it was me that he responded.
Facts.
Okay.
All right, well, shit, we're probably gonna wrap it up, but just before we go, talk about what you got coming up and like as far as projects or videos or anything that you
I got a joint tape with Loud. We don't really have a name for it yet, but it's pretty fire, man. Loud Water, look him up. He just dropped the tape. Smokey just dropped the tape on all platforms. So Smokey Smooth. Do You See Me Yet is on all platforms. Shout out to What If, Dean K.O. and Taz Michael. I'm featured on there. Loud Water's on there. It's on all platforms. You feel me? But I'm not really working on a tape myself. Just some singles. I got Band-Aids dropping February 10th. I'm gonna start talking about that one a lot more here coming up soon. I got a video for Love Feels a Lot Like War coming out from the tape. That's the intro to my tape. It's not that deep.
Yep.
I got a lot going on, and we traveled in Miami, St. Louis, like in the same week. So shit's crazy. But thank you, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in.
For sure.
Shout out ThrashTalk, gang.